Welcome to CC Fashion. In this video, you're going to learn how to make this beautiful baggy short. In my previous video, you must have learned how to cut it, and in this particular one, I'm going to put you through how to sew it. Remember, this is different from the way you sew your basic short, so let's move right into it. To start with, these are my pieces. Check out the description box. You see the link to how I cut this. So I'm basically going to put them together now. Separate the front part and fix the pocket, and I'm going to link you up to where you can watch how to fix this beautiful pocket. So after fixing the pocket on the front part, I'll put them together side piece by side piece. That is front panel and the back panel right side facing each other, and I'm going to stitch on the side like so. And after stitching, I'm going to run another stitch to form double lines. So at this point, I have fixed the front pocket as I said, and I have stitched on the side piece to side piece. That's the back panel to the front panel, and this is what I have. Don't forget that I'm doing these on the two back panels and the two front panel. I'll join one front panel to one back panel and the other to the other. So these are my two pieces. So after this, I'm going to tape the down part of it. I will hem it using the strap that I cut out. Remember, I showed you in that video. So I'm going to put them together now and then hem them. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'll put the strap below like that, right side of the strap facing the wrong side of my short. Then I'll stitch at half of an inch. So after stitching at half of an inch, then I'll flip it over like this and then bend it to give me a very beautiful hemline. So when I'm done, this is what I had. I have stitched it out like I said, and I flip it over and then I iron it down. So I'm going to just close down the stitches like so, and each time anything I do on one part, I will repeat the same thing on the other part. So when I'm stitching it down, I will show you how to fix the pocket. Now this is the cargo pocket. I have notched it to my desired shape, and these are my straps. So after, I'm going to bend it following the notches and the shape that I've created already by half of an inch. Then the upper part of it should be more than half of an inch, 1.5. So when I'm done doing so, I'm going to fold this strap like this and iron it. So after ironing everything, this is what I had. I have folded it as I said, and I'm going to stitch on my pockets first. I've done this on both pockets, so this is the step that I'm going to take first. So I'm going to place my pocket where I would like it to appear. I like to adjust it down to the last point before the hemline. So I'm going to just drag it down to that point like so, and I'll make sure that the center of the pocket matches the center of my seam line. That's the side seam line, just as you can see. And after matching it, I'll pick up my pocket like this and the strap. Now notice how I bent the strap. So the open part of the strap is going to face the pocket. That's the back part of the pocket like that. And I will go ahead and stitch these two pieces like this. And while I'm stitching, I'm turning the strap to follow through the pocket just as I am showing you. I'll make sure that I match it to the tip of the pocket and I'll stitch it. So after stitching it, this is what I had. You can see how my pocket is coming out beautiful. So I'm going to place it and then mark it out. I'll trace out the pocket shape on the points that I want the pocket to appear. You have to do this so as to help your pocket to stay well. Then I will match the strap to the pocket like that. Remember, this time I'm going to stitch on the strap, then I'll follow the lines and the markings that I had on that pocket round, just as I marked it out, as I traced it out. So after fixing it, this is what I had. You can see how beautiful it is coming out, and I'm already loving the vibe. Then the next thing is to fix the pocket cover. After stop stitching on this both sides, I'll fix the pocket cover. Then remember, I really had a little pocket for the back pocket, so I've also attached it to the pocket. That one doesn't have a strap around it, meanwhile the other one has. So this is the pocket cover shape that I have cut out on a stay. So use a reliable stay like collar stay. Cut out the shape that you want for your pocket cover, and then you're going to paste it on your material, then turn it over and bring it out. Remember the pieces I cut, so that's what I'm using to make the pocket cover. And after that, I'm going to attach it right close to the pocket lasso and stitch. Then I'll flip it over and stitch it again. So after that, this is what I have. I have made my pocket cover ready, and it's looking beautiful already on both sides of the short. So the next thing I'm going to do at this moment is to put the short right side facing each other and then close the zipper parts to the point that I want my zip to fall. Remember, you close it to like 7 inches, leaving the 7 inches for your zip. Then I've gone ahead to fix my zip. I don't need to prolong in this video. I have a tutorial on how to fix a zip, so you can check out the channel. You'll see the tutorial on that. So after fixing my zip, the next thing is to fix my waistband. I've gone ahead to fix my waistband and the loops, believing that you all must have known how to do this. So at this point, I'm going to close the back panel of my short. So I'm here stitching the back panel to close it down, and I'm going to shape it in a way that I want it to be. Remember, in all that you've done, sometimes you may not have the time to take the measurements, but when you are shaping the back, being the final part of it, you need to cross check your measurements so as to know what you are going to shape, from the waist to the hips, from the hips to the crotch depth. You should always take note of that. If not, at the end of the day, your trousers or your pants may not come up the way it should be. And notice how I'm folding it down to stitch it, to give it a double stitch both on the side piece and on the zipper part and on the other side of the crotch. If you do this, you will have this secured and it will give you that baggy vibe. So after everything, I'm going to make sure that I take my time to top stitch it, fold it down and top stitch it to the point that I want it to be. Remember, this does not really need weaving, so everything will be folded in and I will have my double lines. After shaping my crotch, I'm going to go ahead and shape the last part of it. That's the legs of the baggies. And I make sure that I match the center to the center. Then the start point, the beginning point should also be equal. Then I'll go ahead and stitch it by the allowance that I put. That is half of an inch. And I will stitch it to the center of the crotch. That's the crotch and the back crotch, the front crotch and the back crotch meeting together. Then I'll pass it to the other leg, and I'll make sure that the end part of it stands all the same. You can see how clean and they are all looking straight and the same. So I'll go ahead to fold it to still give me my double seam. That's my double lines. And remember that I don't need to weave any part of this cloth because I am folding in all the rough edges and stitching a double line on it as it should be on a real baggie. Although I'm using another material to make this, so you can still do this and it gives you the vibe that you need. So at the end of the day, that is just all I have to do. This part is always very stressful and it's technical. So if you're not careful, you may end up twisting the fabric. You need to do it in a professional way so it to come up very clean and neat. So at the end of the day, I feel so comfortable, so happy that I've been able to make this. It came out so beautiful and it was really amazing. you really needed to see everything in detail, but in making videos we don't need to put everything in detail. So thank you guys for checking on this channel again. I believe you must have learned something. If there is any way that you want us to improve in our video creation, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So after stitching everything, everything came out to be very clean and neat. Remember to do thorough ironing, and this will make your work look more presentable. And at the end of the day, this is what we had. It came out so beautiful. Like I said, this is a unisex. You can rock it as a man or a woman. Anybody can rock it. So thank you very much for staying tuned. For me, it's bye bye for now. See you in my next video.